The City of Life was a masterpiece of motion, a vast metropolis of winding rivers and glowing factories that never slept. In the vibrant crimson currents of the great arteries, a worker named Rufus paddled his way with tireless purpose. He was a red blood cell, a vital distributor tasked with carrying shimmering bubbles of oxygen to the furthest reaches of the city. Everything in the city functioned with such rhythmic perfection that it felt like a grand symphony, where every note was played exactly on time. One day, a shadowy figure named Kasu entered the city. Draped in a tattered gray cloak of fog, Kasu claimed to represent blind nature and chance. He stopped by a tiny glowing particle named Zur that sat by the riverbank. "I am your master," Kasu sneered, his eyes hollow and shifting. "You are merely a lucky accident, a speck of dust brought together by the aimless wind." Zur looked up and smiled with radiant clarity. "The art upon me is too precise for luck. I am the work of the eternal designer who planned my every curve." Kasu stepped into the river, blocking Rufus's path. "Stop, little traveler," he commanded. "Why do you toil so hard? You and this river are nothing but chaotic collisions of atoms. You have no owner. You are just a byproduct of nature." Rufus adjusted the heavy oxygen bubbles on his back and stood his ground. "You are mistaken, stranger. You cannot claim what you did not create. I am an official of the sovereign of this city. He provides the sustenance, and I am the loyal courier of his mercy." Rufus gestured to his cargo. "Look at these packages of life. I receive them at the great gates called the lungs. There, I meet the dark smoke called carbon. My duty is to bring in the light and cast out the dark. Without this precise trade, the city would choke and grow cold. Could blind chance ever coordinate such a wise exchange?" Rufus spoke firmly. "We are the art of one who can make this entire world of ours as easily and simply as he created us." Rufus looked toward the vast, inner horizon of the body. Every breath is a gift from the all-knowing and all-seeing Creator. When oxygen and carbon meet, a life-sustaining warmth is born. This is no random fire. It is a measured mercy. For, in relation to his power, creation of the biggest is as easy as creation of the smallest. The small is as artistic as the large. Indeed, artistically, some small creations are even greater than the large. Kasu found no words to answer and retreated into the mists. Further down the path, Kasu encountered Alaric, a guardian stationed at the ivory ramparts of the lymphatic fortress. Alaric was a white blood cell, standing tall in polished white armor, with a shield that hummed with energy. Kasu mocked him, saying, quote, "Your defense is just a mindless instinct. Nature threw you here by accident. You have no captain." Alaric struck his shield against the ground, the sound echoing like thunder. "I am never alone. I am a soldier of the Lord who guards this city." "You claim I am a product of chance?" Alaric questioned, his voice echoing with wisdom. "Look at the complexity of my armor and the precision of my weaponry. Nothing is hidden from him, nor is anything difficult for him. Particles and stars are equal in relation to his power. Whether he builds a galaxy or a cell like me, the mastery is the same. Almighty Allah rules over everything, from atoms to galaxies." Suddenly, a jagged, dark intruder, a virus, slipped through the city gates. It was a chaotic mess of thorns and shadows. Alaric did not hesitate for a second. He leaped forward, moving with the grace of a celestial dancer. He began to spin, his movement filled with a sacred energy that paralyzed the intruder. With every rotation, Alaric released waves of pure white light that began to neutralize the dark visitor. After the threat was vanished, Alaric turned back to Kasu. "Do you see, stranger? My duty is so vital and the order so perfect that I have no time for your fables. Is it a coincidence that I recognize the enemy, arm myself against it, and strike at the exact moment needed? Our every move is a defensive art written by the ultimate artisan. On our own, we are nothing, but through his power, we are victorious over all. Kasu dropped his staff, unable to find a single flaw in the logic of the worker or the soldier. From the smallest atom to the furthest star, the City of Life cried out in unison, "We are the work of our master." Rufus and Alaric stood together by the river, one carrying life, the other protecting it. The city continued to shine in perfect harmony and surrender to the one who governed the galaxies as easily as the cells.